Hey, what's up guys? Today's gonna be a little different from my usual videos, and that's because I'm taking a look at the Freakshow and the Freakshow Mini, and these are authentics from a clone company. A fellow AV subreddit member, Small White Clock, he lent these to me for a review because he was interested in what a flavor chasing high-end atomizer user would think about them. And I've used these every single day for a little over a week, and I'm just going to give you my initial impressions on these. And first, let's take a look at the packaging. And they both come in this small tin can, and they both have the Wotofo authenticity scratch-off sticker. And if you open them up, both of them are packaged pretty nicely inside this foam padding. And underneath both of these, you'll have a hex key, a couple of spare grub screws, and a couple of spare O-rings. First, let's get a close-up of these. This is the Freakshow Mini, and it uses bottom airflow. It has options for a single coil and dual coil, and the airflow cyclops slots are pretty big. They were actually a bit too big for me. And the regular Freakshow uses the same type of airflow. And the airflow for the regular sized Freakshow, it's 2.5 millimeters tall, and it's about 8 millimeters wide. And the Freakshow Mini is 2 millimeters tall, and it's about 8.5 millimeters wide. They're both made of 304 stainless steel, and the bottom pins are silver plated. And I'm not sure if the Mini is adjustable or not, because I tried twisting it but it wouldn't move. And I didn't really try that hard because it's not my dripper and I didn't want to end up damaging it. So if I do find out on whether it's adjustable or not, I'll have it pop up below right now on the screen. And as you can see, the regular sized has a carbon fiber patterned sticker layer sort of thing on it. You can see it right here. And some more differences besides the height is the regular sized is a 3-piece dripper, while the Mini is a 2-piece dripper. So basically the top of the regular size comes off, and it also comes with a stainless steel option and a copper option. And as you can see from here, it's a pretty good chunk of stainless steel. And this is the deck. It has 3 O-rings, so it's not gonna come loose anytime soon. And the machining it's pretty good for a $30 atomizer. It's not as good as some of my European mods or atomizers, but for $30 you can't really complain. And that's the airflow slots. It comes out from under the deck. The juice well isn't as deep as it should be because there is a lot of wasted space. As you can see, it only comes down to about the top of the first O-ring. And it could probably go down all the way down to the bottom around right here. And it uses grub screws, so it catches your leads pretty good. And it won't pop your wires, because you can see right in the middle post, it's actually flat. So it won't cut your wires. And if you look at the top, it has a Delrin insert, so your drip tip doesn't heat up as much. And the flavor on this is below average. Because, I think it has to do with the size of the airflow and the size of the chamber. Because the chamber on this thing is huge. And this is the Mini. It is a 2-piece stripper. So the top piece doesn't separate from the sleeve. And it sort of has a dome top, but I've found in my drippers that dome tops don't really make a big difference in terms of flavor. And this one also uses a Delrin insert for the drip tip, so your drip tip won't heat up as fast. And if we just compare the chamber sizes real quick, and you can see how the Mini will have much better flavor just alone with the chamber size. And if we take a look at the deck, it's very similar to the regular sized Freakshow, but if you look at the juice well, it's much deeper. It's about twice as deep as the regular Freakshow. And everything else pretty much stays the same, except for it's missing one O-ring. And the deck just shrunk a little bit. It uses the same grub screws. And there's one other difference. The post holes are cyclops instead of circles. So you can fit your quad coils in there without any issues. And right now, I know that I have a 28 gauge coil in here, but I found that 26 gauge and lower gives you better flavor. And it's probably because of the airflow hole size. And if you try to wrap something over 3 millimeters, it will touch the top cap. Because right now that's a 2 millimeter diameter coil. And that's how much space you'll have. And if you use a thicker wire, especially with a larger diameter, you're going to have problems with shorting out on the top cap. And the machining on this seems a lot worse off than the original Freakshow. Machining on the first one looks much better. Those aren't my fingerprints, so that's the machining on the Mini. And if I had to compare this to one of my better condition European atomizers, I would put the Origin at a perfect 10 out of 10. And the regular size Freakshow would probably be around a 5.5, while the Mini would be around 3.5, 3.54, around there. And in terms of flavor, if the Hellfire Dripper was a 10 out of 10, I would give this a 2 out of 10 for the regular size Freakshow, and probably a 3.5 for the Freakshow Mini. And I personally think this is a cloud chaser, and it doesn't focus on flavor. And the size of the airflow slots can tell you right away that this isn't really a flavor chasing Eddy. And one con I had with this is when you start to close this off, the single airflow option will actually start opening on one side. And that goes for the single coil option. It'll open up both sides. I haven't had that problem with the normal size Freakshow, and I think it's because it's about 0.5 millimeters shorter. This personally isn't my type of atomizer, and I think this is geared more towards cloud chasers than towards flavor chasers. And I think there are better bottom airflow drippers in terms of flavor at this price range than the Freakshow. That's about it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.